Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Today, we are back in the Azure Span at Brackenwide Hollow, and we are going to complete this quest here that we left off on called Realignment. We have to remove the decay here and destroy it so that Caligos can repair the ley lines. Hope you guys are doing well today. Last episode, we checked out a battleground and some dungeons. Wasn't too bad. Enjoyed the battleground. The dungeon was a little off-putting, but we got through it.
Thank you for your assistance, all of you. I've placed a barrier around this ley line to ensure it's protected from further decay. Let's leave this place before more of those gnolls descend upon us.
But it was a fun dungeon. It was cool flying through it. It's just we had a little bit of trouble with the tank that wanted to kick our healer. For an odd reason. The healer didn't get kicked, though. We kept him in there. And then I think the tank might have left. I'm not too sure. We lost like 2 tanks in that dungeon. Made me want to start tanking, to be honest. I've heard tanking can be kind of a pain in current retail, but I have tanked before in retail, and I've done Mythic Plus tanking before, and it's usually not too bad. It's just you have to learn the routes. And the thing is, we're not doing Mythic Plus dungeons. We're doing, like, normal dungeons. And people were freaking out over not being able to do a skip, I guess. Let's move on and continue our journey in the Azure Span. Realignment, we did it. Great work, Travsine. Breathe the fresh air again with this ley line restored and Khadgar finishing up on the one in the tower. The Oathstone should be ready to claim. I must return to the Azure Archives shortly.
All will be well. Well now.
Thank you, Travsine, for all your help. My family is safe because of you. Now we can finally return to Iskara and see old Panoliak taken back to the sea. He was my mentor and a fine chieftain. Please, you must join us. A celebration of the cycle of the sea is something we all can share. All right, so back to
Azure Archives now. I'm glad I was able to help your people, Brenna.
Nonsense. You must join us as well. Nothing could be more important than a warm bowl of soup after a difficult battle. And I thought you would want to discuss the other Gleam Coves.
Others? You know the locations of more ley lines?
Oh, none so large as the one in Brackenhide, but there are many smaller ones scattered about. I have some maps I can show you once we reach Iskara.
Alright, well, looks like we're heading to Iskara, and looks like Caligos is going to join us to learn more about the ley lines of the Azure Span.
I'm sorry for the delay. I'll join you soon, but I think these Tuskarr may have some valuable information.
There's no need for concern. Everything is calm up at the tower. I have it perfectly under control. What a charming town.
There's Khadgar.
Why don't you relax a bit? Take it easy for once, Callie.
Yes. It's been a while. Please, let me know the moment you need anything. I won't be long.
Alright, well, let's turn this in to Brenna, the chief.
What brings you?
I'm so glad you have come to join us. I must ask you to be patient, however, there is still much to be prepared for the ceremony.
Next time, I'll bring
Your
soup.
friend Caligos wishes to speak of ley lines, but preparations must be made for the funeral. While I meet with him, you could gather the final offerings from around Iskara and place them in the funeral boat alongside dear old Panoliak. I hope you take a moment to enjoy the town as well. My people will welcome you warmly, especially after your help in Brackenhide.
I'm glad we met, friend.
Thank you for taking this time, Brenna.
It is an honor. Let's have a look at these maps. Tukanen, could you please ensure our guest gets a bowl of soup?
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
Nonsense. Look how thin you are. Some eel gut soup will get some much needed blubber on those bones.
What?
She doesn't know that he's a dragon. Alright, so let's prepare the ceremony, guys. So we have to collect a few things. The ornamental shield.
Chief Poloniac was a great fighter. He once took a blow from a charging Bruffalon from me. That would have killed a lesser man.
We have to go down here. Too sure what we need in here. The funeral offering?
Hello, speak up now.
May my wares be useful to you.
I'm not too sure if it's here. Oh, there it is. It's a stone sculpture.
As the tales go, if old Penoliac's spirit returns to us restless, we will carve a stone statue for it to rest within.
We have to collect here some soup. Got quite the feast going on here.
Oh, such an unusual visitor.
This is a guild called Skooma. That's the stuff the Khajiit love to use in Skyrim. I'll join Skooma. Why not? Spoil the broth. There we go. We found the offering.
That's old Pono's favorite.
The decorated teapot.
Hopefully, he shares some with Karkut on the journey.
We're getting quite a few invites, so I'm just going to join Skooma. We'll see what they're all about, but if they're just a guild where people just join and hang out, it's kind of like a leveling guild. Nothing really goes on, then we'll probably end up leaving eventually, but we'll hang out for now. And there is the final funeral offering here. What the heck is that? A boat?
Chieftain Poloniac carved that for my son, Nomurok. My son fell in Brackenhide, so it seems only right they should return to the sea with its maker.
Look at this bat. This is a Heron-ear druid flight form, guys. Kind of interesting. And now we have to place the offerings in the boat, and there it is.
Thank you, traveler. We should be just about done here. Could you tell Brenna?
Oh, Brenna, yeah, she's the chief. Always mix up the two, Poa and Brenna. And supposedly you unlock something. If you complete the campaign on a character, you like unlock, I think, adventure mode.
It's always good to meet someone new.
Did you get yourself a bowl of soup?
Shall we work together?
Your friend is very inquisitive. Does he ever take a moment to relax?
Your help is greatly appreciated.
We cannot thank you enough for your aid pushing back the Brackenhide gnolls. But they continue to gather using their foul decay magic from some source deep within Brackenite Hollow. Worse, we have not heard from the Tuskar in that area for weeks now. I fear something terrible is happening there. We must protect our home. Please gather your forces, find our people, and see what you can do about the decay.
Let's swap stories again soon.
Thank you, Travisine. I have learned what I need for now from our new friends. The funeral ceremony for their former chieftain is about to start. Given how kind and hospitable the Iskarans have been to us, it seems only right that we join them before departing back to the archives. Speak with Brenna and let her know we are ready when they are. Looks like Caligos is a slurper here. He's really slurping that soup down. Look at that boomkin. Boomkins look so different in retail. I think they have like a lot of different like skins now. This is what we have to do. The DK. Oh, we have to go into Brackenite Hollow to finish a quest. Okay. It's a dungeon quest. Do we have to do that first? Or do we just... Or can we... I think we have to do that first. I wonder if this will be a solo dungeon. So we've already done Brackenite Hollow with a group. Okay, yeah, this is a solo dungeon. So I guess we'll bring out a Voidwalker for this. Can we do this solo? It says outside we can speak to Brenna and start the ceremony. Maybe we should probably do that instead. Pretty sure we can't do this solo. Oh, there's Brenna. Taunt, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting out of here. We'll go back in. We'll speak with Brenna. I think she might help us, actually. I didn't notice she was right beside us when we entered. So I guess we're not tanking, right? We can't take too much damage.
You must be new around here.
Okay, I have to probably talk to Brenna outside. We'll probably queue into the dungeon again and complete it. But in the War Within, I remember I did some dungeons, and you just do them solo and with a group of NPCs. So I was wondering if that was the case here.
Well now,
I'm ready to begin the
you
funeral.
certainly do. We were hoping you would join us, friends. A chieftain's return to the sea is a celebration for all.
If you don't mind me asking, how did he pass? Was it the Gnolls?
Oh no, Caligos. It was simply his time. Pinoliak was a stubborn old coot, but even he had to succumb to age eventually. Not all deaths are violent, dear friend.
You can't jump in it.
I can't remember a time when they weren't.
A lot of people here for the funeral. Got a boomkin, a warrior, and a beastmastery hunter.
Go ahead,
Oh, they're
friend.
shooting off some fireworks.
You can have the honor of pushing his boat out to sea for your help protecting Iskara. You treasured us all. May the seas find you as worthy as we do. Look!
Those stingrays? He thought that was not a good thing.
Has chosen Canoliac. What a life!
Forgive me. I don't understand. How can you find such joy in the passing of family?
It is not that we are not sad for his passing, Calic, but in celebrating his life, he shall remain with us forever. What better way to strengthen the bonds of the family that remains than celebrating all who came before?
What a funeral. That was a good one.
How can I help?
Caligos looks distant. Solemn seashell string.
Well met.
The bonds of this community, the friendship and family they share. I never had that. The Blue Dragonflight never had that. And maybe that's because we haven't had a chance to. Now's the time. I must gather my kind. Meet me at the Azure Archives. There is much to be done.
Keep safe.
You're leaving? The celebration has only just begun.
Thank you, Brenna. And everyone. I have learned more than I imagined in my short time in your company. Despite tragedy, you all remain kind and resolute. Because of your community. Because of family. The power the Blue Dragonflight is missing is not ley lines or ancient artifacts. It's family.
I must go to them.
That was a shock.
If you have need of me, simply call. I will hear you, and I'll come as swiftly as my wings can carry me. It is time for the Blue Dragons to once more be the guardians of this land.
I see. You could have said something about being a dragon from the beginning.
Yeah.
Seems an important detail to leave out. Well, you'd best be back anytime you need a good meal. There will always be a warm bowl of soup for you here, Cal.
I look forward to it. Take care, Brenna, Naruk, everyone.
That probably shocked everybody.
And you, of course, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. I hope you will make yourself at home and know that you always have a family in Iskara.
Alright, so it looks like we have to head over to the Azure Archives once again. We'll do the dungeon quest eventually. I think we'll probably get back into Brackenite Hollow. But it looks like it's not linked to the campaign.
I've repaired several ley lines, and our friend here helped repair a major one. Has the Oathstone been repowered?
Some power has returned to it, but I fear something still is preventing its true power from emerging.
Perhaps it has enough power to do one small request. I stand with you.
I never expected to learn so much from the Tuskar. I think I'll visit when I can and maintain those bonds of friendship.
Together, we can achieve.
There we go, we leveled up 24. I can no longer be afraid of reuniting the Blue Dragons Travesine. It is better for us to be a family than a fragment of our former selves. Even if I cannot reclaim the Oathstone, I can still use its power to send a message to all of the Blue Dragons. It is time they received word from their
Fair
aspects.
skies and strong winds.
I'm ready to see you call back the blue dragonfly.
Good luck.
Reuniting the family once
I
again.
hope that worked. I need my flight.
We will see in due time.
Will Caligos be the new Malagos?
Khadgar, what's happened?
The Primalists are on the move. It seems we did far too well at stymieing their efforts at Vakthros. Razageth has renewed the attack herself.
If Vakthros falls, the whole of the Azure Span will fall with it.
Quickly then, we must stop her before all is lost. Hopefully, we won't have to face her alone.
Vakthros is connected to the major ley lines in Azure Span. If it is destroyed, the archives would cease to exist, along with the rest of the Azure Span.
I don't suppose any more blue dragons showed up to help?
Not yet. It will be up to us to stop this. There's magic.
We need to
in
move,
everything.
Travesine.
Fly true.
Razageth and the Primalists are launching an all-out assault on Vakthros. We cannot let her succeed. Khadgar and I will go ahead to handle the situation there from the sky. In the meantime, make your way to Ronin's Shield, one of the last Kirintor camps in the area. You may be able to get there faster by riding that drake of yours from the top of the archives. See that the Kirintor there are all right? Then make your way to Vakthros. We'll be counting on your help from the ground.
Good luck.
Child, you cannot show any mercy to Razageth. She has made her choice.
I understand.
No, you do not. You have a kind soul. I know you hesitate at the thought of fighting any more of your own kind. I showed too much mercy once. Twice. Many times. Before long, it was too late.
You speak of Neltharian's betrayal.
Do not make my mistake, young one. There can be no mercy without justice. Remember that.
Thank you, Sindragosa. I will.
There he goes. It looks like we have to go to Ronin's Shield. Which is what? Is it over here? From the top of the archives. Is this the top? I think you can teleport into this place, right? Oh, we have to let it bring us up top. I guess Razagath, the Primalist dragon, is a blue dragon as well, so Caligos considers Razagath to be a part of the family. So here's the Ronin's Shield. We have reached it. Now we have to go all the way over here. And the reason why they wanted you to get to a high place to fly over there is because it's it was a lot harder to fly back then. Like, you would lose speed. But now it's like, you can just keep moving, like, all the time. The global cooldown for your abilities is really damn fast. We made it.
Speak, friend.
I saw Caligos and Khadgar go towards the mountains a moment ago. We're holding our own against the Primals here. We can always use more help.
Be safe.
It's a sight to behold up there. Khadgar and Caligos fighting the Primals in the sky. They've summoned several mirror images of themselves to help you through the monstrous hole Primalists have created. One pair is at the base of the mountains right now. If things start to look bad, well, I'll get the word out to the rest of us in the Azure Span. Is that it? So to the mountain, meet Khadgar and Caligos, mirror images at the base of Vakthros range. Let's see what talents we got here. They're telling us to pick up this Warlock talent, Curse of Exhaustion. Reduces the target's movement speed by 50% for 12 seconds. Sure, we'll take it. And we'll apply the change. Just put it there. Interesting curse. Curses, a Warlock can only have one curse active per target. So we finally have a curse that we can put up. As a Destruction Warlock, you don't really get too many. Need to head over here now. Yeah, it was much harder to fly back then. It takes so long to get your GCDs back up, but once you started picking up speed, though, you go really fast.
I'll join you once I deal with these proto-dragons and the swath of elemental magic barraging me from the ground.
This is worse than I could have expected. There's no time to lose. Khadgar and I are doing our best to hold off the Primalists in the sky, but we can't push further towards the tower. We need you to weaken their ground forces so we can get closer to Razageth and stop her before it's too late. Make your way through the Primalists ahead. If I can maintain my concentration, there will be another mirror image waiting. It's time we put a stop to the Primalists and their insane plans. The Primalists have torn apart the mountain to send their forces streaming to Vakthros. I spied some lava orbs in the initial corridor that they're using to spread more of their elemental chaos, destroy them, and help slow their advance. I'll do what I can from up here to help Caligos. Caligos and I are under heavy fire in the skies above the mountain. The Primals are unrelenting and their army endless. Soon Caligos and I may be overrun by their forces, but I have a plan. At the base of the mountain is a disturbed orc named Reuven Stonegrinder. The Kirintor fought her numerous times. She holds a device that can absorb and redirect elemental energies. Take it from her, then meet me further in. Alright, here we go. Let's make our way inside. Looks like we need to fight these guys here. Surprised we're able to do fire damage to a primal fire elemental. Thought we may have to switch spec there. Let's try out, let's try out Curse of Exhaustion. Slows them down by quite a bit. A little Chaos Bolt here. Wow. The Mountain Shaper, man, he's got a lot of armor and a lot of health. I think he like blocked our Chaos Bolt there.
Razageth, I am giving you one chance to stop this insanity.
So we need to destroy these lava orbs.
Lies in ruins. What good did clinging to Titan magic do for you? At least your predecessor was an aspect to be feared. You play with powers you do not understand.
I am no stranger to putting down Madden's dragons, Razageth. You will be nothing more than a footnote in our history.
He has Reflective Hide. When he uses that, you can't really do any damage to him. That's probably when we shot the Chaos Bolt at him. I wonder if we'll get to do the Razagath raid. Can we do any raids? No, there's no raid finder yet. Be cool to check those out. I think it would help with the storytelling. But I'm interested to see what they do with the War Within as well, like how they plan to get us caught up on the story with that expansion. That should slow them down a bit. It seems I'm getting a bit rusty compared to the fight with the Burning Legion. Okay, so we got rid of that. We just need the elemental focus now. All these mobs don't really help us with any of our quests. We'll do a little bit of flying here. Still telling us to go back. Over here is the Waygate activated. And then back over here. Yeah, this is where we need to go, actually. We need to deal with these primalist forces that we did not complete finishing off before we move on. There's a hunter there. Cool, there's a lot of people leveling. Decent amount leveling up here. Good, this guy's here. This is perfect. Here comes the kid. Alright, one more to go. Then we just have to find the elemental focus. Looks like he put up like a fire ward there. So where the heck is the elemental focus? Supposedly it's in here? Is that it? In this cave? This is where I assume it would be. I think we just have to wait for it to spawn. This evoker just came in and cleared everything out. I think that's it here, right? Raven Stone Grinder.
I need a target.
Vokers kind of remind me of Demon Hunters. Are they in here? Where the heck are they? They inside? Oh. Just ahead of us here. The elemental focus should prove useful if you can recover it. This is it. Hold on to it. You'll need it for what's next. You don't really get to really choose the loot you get in this version of the game. They kind of just give you some like good work. Some of their forces are diverting from above.
Well met.
I'm afraid it's becoming harder to maintain in my mirror images. The primalists are focusing their efforts to tearing me out of the sky. Not to worry, I have a plan. I need you to take the orb you recovered and gather elemental magic from slain primalists. We'll need that stuff.
I cannot maintain the mirror images any longer.
Poor guy. When the primals attacked our expedition, I feared many of our mages were lost to us. It seems they were taken by the primals and are being tortured as we speak. Please, you must rescue the mages left here. They may not be able to help in this fight, but we cannot leave them behind. So we got some upgrades. We'll put these, this waste on, 5 intellect, 8 stam, 4 crit, 6 haste, the Windstep sash, and we got a new neck as well, 6 stam, 8 haste, 10 versatility, the solemn seashell string. Not too sure if it's better. It's more haste. It's either, I don't know, what's better, haste or mastery? I'm not too sure. Pretty similar. I think versatility helps heal us, and we get like health and damage. Increases damage and healing done by 3.3% and decreases damage taken by 1.6%. So that's what versatility does. Mastery, your spells deal 13.8% increased damage plus a random amount of up to 13.8% additional increased damage. So more damage from mastery. I think we'll go with mastery instead of versatility. Versatility also increases damage, but not as much as mastery does. So I'm just guessing that it's most likely better. Alright, let's consume their energies. Okay, good, there we go. So we group up a bunch of these guys. Right? Like this guy too. We'll just get them all together here. Spread those immolates. Yeah, you come over here, why not? You too. There you go, immolates all over the place. Do a little rain of fire. Spam some incinerates. Spread the immolates. And just try to stay alive. Another rain of fire should be good. And then we'll consume all of their primal energy. I'm not too sure who the good guys are here. Is it us or is it... Or are they the good guys? It's one thing about WoW, you never really know. But I guess that's a good thing. It makes the story a little bit more interesting. They make her sound like she's bad, though.
This power is meant to be studied and harnessed, not feared. You would kill those who seek to use it for the greater good?
I will eradicate your insignificant kind and end your meddling with the unnatural.
Maybe she's justified. Who knows? Oh, what the heck? We should probably shoot that thing here. Let's help this hunter out. Look at all the pets he has. Why can't I jump onto this? There we go. Let's consume. We consume here? No. So what I take from this story, I could be wrong, is so everything was just elemental energies here in Azeroth. It wasn't like the Azeroth that we're used to. And then the aspects were here, I think, with the other dragons, Primalist dragons. But these Titans came, or maybe they were always here, and they're like, hey, we want to change the world, bring some order to it. It's getting a little out of control. And the aspects decided to join the Titans and bring order to Azeroth. And clearly the Primalist dragons don't like that order that was brought, and they're trying to bring back maybe the Age of the Elementals, I guess you could call it. I think Ragnaros is a part of that. The old gods as well. But who knows? I'm not too sure. It's like, it's my idea of this story. That's what I've taken from it. For my time playing Dragonflight. That's really all I know about it. Yeah, that guy's bugged out. Not attacking us. But I don't really know much about the ending of Dragonflight and what led into the war within. I know Xalatath is the harbinger of the void, and she's helping bring in, I guess, what happens when the void takes over planets. They just consume them. She's trying to bring that to Azeroth. After Legion, the Burning Legion leader, Sargeras, is like locked in a prison. He's also a former Titan as well. Illidan's in that prison with him. It's kind of everything I know about the current story, or what happened with it. And then the jailer, Zoval, he's like the one who brought about the Lich King and the Scourge to Azeroth. He had like a prophecy at the end of Shadowlands about like you don't know what's coming or something like that. Like it's worse than me, I guess you could say. What he was doing to Azeroth, and I guess he was talking about the Void Lords and the Void. And then there's the light, right? There's that's that side of Azeroth is of the story as well. Pretty much every faction has an opposite faction. There's life and death. Order versus chaos, which is the Titans versus the Burning Legion. Death would be like Zoval and the Shadowlands and the Scourge. That would be the Death Lich King. Life would be, I guess, the Emerald Dream. Green Dragonflight, stuff like that. And then the Void, or I guess Darkness, is like, the old gods, the Void Lords. Xalatath now. And then the light is the Naru. I guess you could say Paladins. Maybe even the Scarlet Crusade. Maybe they're part of the light as well. But there's always these, like, opposite factions and they fight each other. So I think the light is going to be making an appearance in Midnight. I forgot this guy's bugged out. But I do need to update myself on the lore of this game, that's for sure. There's a lot I've missed. And hopefully they explain more of that in Dragonflight. I was kind of hoping that we would, you know, get like kind of like a sped up version of the story instead of just doing the campaign like we're doing right now. Because I've done this stuff. I thought it was going to be like a sped up version. You do a couple quests, they bring you into raids and dungeons and stuff like that to just help you like catch up to the story, but it seems like it's not really going to be like that. We're just going to level through Dragonflight the way we want to. And then hopefully they do what I assume they were going to do with the War Within.
Knowledge is power. There is
You have my thanks. We cannot forsake anyone in this fight. There we go. We leveled up again. Level 25. They're telling us to take Mayhem. Your single target spells have a 35% chance to apply Havoc to a nearby enemy. Or we just take Havoc. Which is a spell cooldown. So you can either control this, or you have a 35% chance to proc it. That's kind of the difference. And what Havoc does, it marks the target with Havoc for 15 seconds, causing your single target abilities to also strike the Havoc victim for 60% of the damage dealt. So if you take this, you kind of have to notice that Havoc's up. And then when Havoc's up, you switch to another target and do damage to that, and then that target will take 60% the damage dealt that you deal to it. So we'll take this. We'll take the passive. It is easier. I'm not too sure if I like that, but it is easier to not have to, like, you know, it's just a less buttons for you have to focus on. So let's group up a few more mobs here, guys. Do these guys count? These fire elementals up here? Yeah, but who knows? We'll see. Maybe it'll change when we get to like a certain level. Maybe it'll allow us to get into some raids and like learn the story a bit more. Oh, these guys are actually kind of tough. They're elite guardians. I'm not too sure we should be fighting these guys, to be honest. I think Zangmon's gonna die. Yeah, we should run away. This is the hard part here. Bunch of elites up there. We'll go down here. This is a better section for us. We'll see when the Mayhem icon procs. And I'll summon summon the Fell Hunter. We'll check the Fell Hunter out. Shoot that guy, shoot that guy. Have to keep filling this up. And since the Burning Legion is pretty much no more, like, the Titans don't really have anybody to fight. But I guess they had the Primalists to worry about. Now, I don't know who the Primalists are linked to. I guess the Elementals. Maybe there is another faction I'm just forgetting about. But maybe the Elementals are linked to the Void Lords. I'm not too sure. Yeah, that guy's bugged. Fell Hunter's a pretty good PvP pet. They have some cool abilities. One of them is Shadow Bite. Bites the enemy for 54 shadow damage. They have Devour Magic. Purges one beneficial effect from an enemy. If an effect is devoured, the Fell Hunter will be healed for 110 and gain 60 Fell energy. Spell Lock, which is a kit, counters the enemy's spell cast, preventing any spell from that school of magic from being cast for 7 seconds. Pretty good for PvP against other casters. Probably the Voidwalker is the better choice here, actually. It's usually always the better choice for leveling up. So we just need to fight one more mob here. Yeah, there's a photo somebody made that explains it a little bit more. Forget what it's called. It's called like WoW's. Yeah, I've seen it here. WoW's cosmology chart kind of explains the different groups. No, we didn't consume his energy. Okay, we just need like one more. So yeah, order and disorder, or order and chaos. So there's disorder is fell energy. And it's connected to the Burning Legion. And it's air and fire. Someone just made this. I don't know if it's like actually tied to lore, but... And then order is arcane. It's connected to the Titans, and it's earth and water. That orb is brimming with power. That will be perfect for what's next. The Primalists are using their massive orbs here to hold off Kalecgos. At this rate, Kalecgos will be too injured to continue the fight. If he falls, I won't be able to fend off Razagath. The empowered gem you hold should allow you to disguise yourself as an elemental to sneak ahead. Use the gem to destroy the orbs. That should give Kalecgos room to unleash his power. Focus my attention on shielding the tower from Razagath.
I will focus my efforts on shielding the tower. As long as that stands, we have a chance to stop Razagath.
We destroy it? We kill these things, though? Elemental disguise. Oh, we have to disguise ourselves. Oh, my bad. Let's get out of here. Vanish. There we go. So this is a sneaky mission. Yeah, that is Disorder and Order, Arcane versus Fell, Burning Legion versus the Titans, Earth and Water against Fire and Air. Are they chasing us? Let's do this again. Let's do this again here. We're still getting chased? Yeah. Come on, destroy it, dude. Oh, we're gonna die. We are so dead. Isn't it supposed to be like a vanish? We're just messing this up so bad. They're chasing us around here. We can get out of here, though. If we run away far enough, we'll make it out. Is there a heal? Okay, good. We made it. And then life versus death. Nature versus necromantic. Wild gods versus the scourge or the undead. And it is water and spirit versus decay and air. And then there's light versus shadow, which is holy versus the void or shadow. And then the Naru versus the old gods or the void lords. And then the light is spirit and fire against earth and decay. And that's supposedly all of the the factions of the World of Warcraft universe so far. I don't really know where these elementals tie into, though. Right, where's Razageth in all of this? I guess they're just the true people of the planet of Azeroth, would be my assumption. You know, the natives of Azeroth. I guess that's what you would call them. But they would be, I guess, connected to fire. Who knows? Kind of connected to all of them. Fire, water, air, earth. I'll head in this cavern here.
Over here, I found an area to take cover for a moment. How can I help?
Thank you, Travesine. Now it's time to show the Primalist the true might of the aspect of the Blue Dragonflight. It's time, Travesine. The Primalist forces in the air are dwindling now that you've handled things on the ground. Razagath is calling in one of her lieutenants to reinforce the Primalist forces, thanks to your efforts. I need you to handle this monster well. I push forward to fight Razagath and help Khadgar. Look for my magic during your fight. I will do what I can to aid you. It's time for Razagath to face the fury of the aspect of magic. Defeat Fox the Destroyer.
Keep safe.
Okay. Let's destroy him. Seems like he's just over here.
Face the might of the aspect of magic!
Ha! I will put an end to you and your pathetic flight.
This is where we have to fight him? Well, let's get our Voidwalker out for this battle. It doesn't look like we're gonna win. It's a little Gnome Warlock. It's a giant primalist dragon. But we'll give it a try. Looks like we're actually doing a decent amount of damage. And Zangamon is doing pretty damn well. Oh wow, it's a big ability. Let's get out. Another Immolate.
Seek sanctuary in my runes.
Oh, okay. Nice. Is there another rune here? Oh, we're just getting like a bunch of runic shields here. I wonder if we sit in this, will we die? Didn't take any damage at all. Maybe that was the runes that helped us there. So these up here.
Adventurer, you made it not a moment too soon.
Good to see you, Adventurer. Time is of the essence.
Draining the tower of its energy.
Razagath is attempting to rip the arcane magic out of the tower so she can destroy it. Kalecgos is doing what he can to hold her back, and I am using my magic to try and replenish the ley energy. We will not last much longer as we speak. More primalists make their way up here to overwhelm us. Take my modified arcane disc. Hold off the incoming primalists, and let's hope for a miracle. Okay, well, I think we'll save this for another episode, guys. And we will continue our journey to fighting Razagath, it seems like. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.